Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Bumbleblast, and of course, welcome back to another Skylanders Swapforce unboxing. And look what we've got to celebrate Christmas time. Of course, the Skylanders Swapforce team released this amazing, awesome repaint of course, Bumble Blast to mimic Santa Claus, which is super duper fun. I love when the releases that they do are fun stuff like this. Like, for example, I absolutely adored the Eye-Brawl Halloween version. It would have been nice if the character was changed in terms of like the way he looks in-game as well, not just the figurine itself. But this is absolutely awesome, and it is a great idea, especially to go along, of course, with the holiday season. So without further ado, today we're going to be unboxing, of course, Jolly Bumble Blast, and you can expect some gameplay coverage coming up very shortly. But nonetheless, let's get rocking and let's get rolling. Of course, we've got an awesome image of Mr. Bumble Blast, or Jolly Bumble Blast, I should say, right up at the top there. And one thing that I wanted to point out, now, from what I recall, for example, here I've got the original Bumble Blast. He shot and shoots, for that matter, he shoots bees out of this particular cannon of his. Now, the bees have been changed to look like candy canes. Are these like some sort of mutant bees, or is he now going to be shooting like, I don't know, candy cane sticks? Spiky candy canes or something? I'm not sure. But nonetheless, of course, let's get looking at the figure in just a moment. Though first, I forgot I have to flip this over to point out the one thing that I was super excited to see on the package, honestly, more so than anything, was this. The fact that in-game, the character does look exactly as he does in real life, or IRL, as people say, of course, because now the design is appropriate to go along with, of course, the toy, and vice versa, which is super duper cool. And the in-game character goes along with the physical toy, and I hope that that makes sense, if you know what I mean. Because, for example, for Eye-Brawl, they did a release where he looked kind of like how, like his eye was turned to look like a pumpkin and stuff, and had like a really funny, goofy face. But in the game, he still looked like the typical Eye-Brawl, so that was a little bit anticlimactic. But in this case, they've gone ahead and actually made the character reskinned as well, so that's fantastic. But nonetheless, you can also see some of the other Skylanders in the line, such as Ninja Stealth Elf, the Thornhorn Camo. Is that camo or gamo? No, it's camo. Alright, that's correct. We've got ZooLou and Bumble Blast. Of course, this is the regular Bumble Blast, by the way, which I just showed you a moment ago. And of course, the other thing is that is appropriate to mention is the fact that this being a design that is only present in Skylanders Swapforce, that means it's only playable in Skylanders Swapforce. So that being said, now that we took a look at the package, let's get this sucker out of package. I've got my trusty knife to help me out. Of course, if you're going to be using a knife, please ask for your help, kids. And if you're not a kid, just be very careful, okay? Whoa! Because why not? It's always good to be careful with knives. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. I guess we'll pull out the cards first, since those came out easier. And then let's get out the figure. Now, I'm going to talk about the figure in just a moment. And I just love the idea that this particular design lends itself so well for a Santa Claus type look. And I know that it kind of looks awkward, like, oh, why did they paint like his bottom jaw white? But if you look at it without the fact that he's got a giant disgusting tongue and stuff, it actually kind of resembles like a beard. And then that, of course, goes along with, you know, Santa Claus having a big, ginormous white beard. So that's very cool. And I never realized that till I actually took a look at it. The other thing that I love is the fact that the branch, his blaster, that is, of course, kind of made out of a wood branch, but it's made out to look like it's covered in snow and stuff, which is really cool as well. So it's another nice touch there indeed. Now, of course, here's the nice art card. As far as the stats, we've got 85 in attack, 85 in defense, 90 in magic, and 50 in speed. So a relatively slow character, which is absolutely true. Having played as regular Bumble Blast, I can definitely vouch for that, but he's still a very useful character indeed. Of course, we've got the Skylanders Swapforce logo on the back, as well as the sticker to add to your collection if you're collecting these, and the code for Skylanders Universe. But that being said, let's go ahead and shift our attention a little bit lower and zoom in on the actual figurine here. So as you can see, again, as I said, definitely going for the whole Christmas Santa Claus type of look with the, you know, white with the red outfit and the white belt there, red pants, etc. So very cool indeed. And again, I do love the little bottom jaw here to be made to look like a Santa's beard and stuff. That's very cool. I don't know. I love that kind of stuff, and it's very, very creative. That being said, I could definitely see how some people who are not celebrating Christmas might not be particularly attracted to this character because they don't have really kind of a special place for the Christmas holidays or anything. Like if you're celebrating Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or something like that, and you don't have the type of connection that someone who celebrates Christmas does to Santa Claus, maybe you would have wanted to see a bit of a different design, and that's something that maybe they could address as they continue to go on. But that being said, I think that Santa Claus is kind of like a universal figure that everybody is aware of, at least. So for that matter, I guess it would be kind of cool to have a different representation of a character. Plus, that's exactly what these types of like color variants are supposed to do. They're supposed to be fun, and they're supposed to have some sort of a cool story behind them. And here we've got exactly that. It's very, very cool. It's really creatively painted in my mind. And yeah, and the other thing is that, of course, this skin is available in-game, which is the most important factor indeed. So for the final thing, I just wanted to bring in the regular Bumble Blast to show you the kind of paint applications that have been changed. As you can see, this particular version of Bumble Blast, the Jolly one, has far more paint applications in terms of variety of paint. Maybe not quite as much details as this Bumble Blast, but that gets compensated by the fact that you get, like, if you look at these two figures, they are completely paint overhauls. I mean, except for the top of the head and the arms, he's completely painted differently. Heck, even the eye, like the eyeballs themselves, here they're like dark brownish, and here they're kind of dark greenish, but when you put the light on them, they look kind of bright green. But yeah, so you can see that there's quite a nice variety of paint jobs, and of course, even the base, for example, here has kind of a snow covering on it, which is really neat as well. So that being said, there you have it, guys. That is Jolly Bumble Blast indeed. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the unboxing, please smash that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And ho ho ho, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you later, alligators.